Good morning, guys. It's Chris from daxtrader.co.uk. I'm going to do a quick wrap up for the DAX and market summary for the 21st of November 2014. Okay, so kicking straight off, it's Sod's Law. The day that I'm again in the studio away from the computer is the day that we get this massive run on the DAX. You may have predicted that this sort of couple of dojis here could suggest that volume was starting to build up. But this was definitely the one that's sent it flying through the top end of this fork. And depending on how we go to on Monday and Tuesday, we'll decide whether or not this has now been completely invalidated. There's not actually been a huge amount of volume in terms of a spike today. It's just that I think that based on the news and bits that have come out today, certainly from the People's Bank of China, there's been some surprise moves from them. There was some comments from Draghi earlier this morning. But yeah, lots of things that have gone on. I mean, China have cut interest rates, have expanded deposit rates, floating range. They've cut one-year deposit rates by 25 basis points. They've done all sorts of changes. They say that their economy remains in reasonable range. They're not changing their prudent monetary policy. There's no need to adopt a strong stimulus to the economy. So I think that they've come out with a couple of surprise announcements today, and that has had an effect, no doubt about it, on the market. So there's a couple of opportunities on the Forex market, but in terms of the DAX, I think that I'm wondering whether this is pretty much about as far as we're going to get for today. Certainly, we've gone way above expectations. If we look at the 5-minute chart, we've gone way through the R1, the R2, the R3, made new highs, breached the 9700 level, and we nearly got up to my 9750, which I've been preaching about for a little while, much to some of the shorters disbelief. But we're pretty much there. I was expecting this to be at the end of the year, so it's come way before I was imagining. And there's lots of people out there expecting us to get to 10,000, and I don't know if we will get as far as that, but we'll see. I'd certainly like to see 9800. So I've gone for a cheeky short, 20 pips or 20 points. I'm risking on this one, so no real big issue if it doesn't pull off. But I think as soon as it goes down, sort of if we break past anywhere near the R3, I'm just going to move my stop, and I'm just going to try to move the limit and just trail it for as far as I can. So huge bull run today, and have we got any volume pockets that we can exploit? Let's take a quick look on the chart. Let's get out of here. Okay, so there was a slight pocket here that had opened up, but we've kind of been stuck around there now, and obviously volume has started to fit it. It hasn't burst through. There's another little one round here, and we need to break down to around about 96.74 to get to that. And then we've got this large volume pocket that we could cut through because we got past it, low volume pocket, because we got past it fairly early on in the day. VWAP's down here at 96.36, but we are in, at the moment, uncharted territory, and so I guess now we're just going to be creating new highs until we have some sort of reversal. But way down here are all the other levels, so we are in nosebleed territory at the moment. So I've gone for a little short. We'll wait and see how that turns out for me today. In terms of trading on other markets, it's been particularly poor for me today. I lost an oil trade for for $1, so 100 points, I guess. I lost Kiwi US. I've lost another Australian dollar. I'm really beginning to dislike that pair a lot. Seems to be my nemesis. And what else? I think there was another one. I can't remember now. That might have been it. I got the DAX trade in, which was good, but of the 300 odd points that we've scaled today, well, maybe not as many as 300, but how many have we done? Yeah, not far off, 200, 250 points. I've only managed to really get 45 out of it, so yeah, a little bit disappointed, but there's plenty of opportunities, so missing one or two is not the end of the world. So nothing really to stand out apart from the fact that if we look on the, again back on here, on a 4-hour chart, we are creating a doji pattern formation. This looks quite toppy. That's a reversal signal here. So we'll wait and see how price continues. I mean, for the rest of the day, it's difficult to know what's going to happen. There hasn't been a huge amount of volume anyway, and I can't imagine there's going to be a huge amount of volume for the rest of this day. But that's quite interesting. This is a candlestick analysis app that's on a beta at the moment, and I've just got it off FXCM App Store. It's really good, and you can sort of adjust it for various bits and things down here. So yeah, this is creating a doji. So it's part of the reason why I've shorted it, because I think we are so oversold, overbought, should I say, that I think that this is only so far. This is going to go temporarily, and we're going to experience some sort of pullback, perhaps before another move. And if we just sort of take it from this candle, we could expect to get down to maybe 96. But yeah, we'll just we're doing it for more just a test trade than anything else. So we'll see how it works out. So congratulations to anybody who caught the move and stuck with it. Commiserations to anybody who's been short and holding on this one, because I don't know how long they're going to be holding it for. But there is a very likely possibility that this is going to reach people's stops at a much higher level than we are right now. So it's difficult to change your stance from bearish to bullish. But it's just one of those things. You have to trade what you see, as Joe Nutt said on StockTwits earlier on. Anyways, I'll leave it there for today. Have a great weekend, and I will catch up with you again on Monday.